Now I am taking an object. For example, it is a smooth surface. On this surface, I am taking an object with mass m. On this object, I am applying the force F in this direction. When we apply the force on this object whose mass is m, then the object used to move up to certain distance. Now the object is displaced from one place to another place. At that time, the mass of the object will be remains same. So here we applied the force on this object. Due to the application of the force, the object is displaced from one place to another place. Now, when the object is in the motion, how much energy is possessed by this object that we are calculating. Now, initially the object is at a rest. At that time, we are taking its initial velocity as the u, and when the object is in the motion and it is reaching to the certain distance, and at that time the final velocity of the object is taken as the v. Okay. Now come to the point. Here, when we apply the force on the object and when that object is moving from one place to another place, that means force is there, displacement of the object is also there. That means what? Here we have done some work here. Here we have done some work. So now let us try to derive the equation from this situation. Okay. Now come to the point. To derive this equation, first, what is the distance traveled by the object? First, let us try to write the equation for the s. Distance is denoted by the letter what? S. So first of all, let us try to write the equation for s. So according to our previous classes knowledge, in the motion lesson, already we have learned in the body of equations of body of motion. Among those, we have the three equations of body of motion. What are those? One is v is equal to u plus at, s is equal to ut plus half at square, and third equation of body of motion is v square minus u square is equal to 2as. So among the three equations of body of motion, now I am taking one of the equation of body of motion, that is third equation of body of motion. What is that? V square minus u square is equal to 2as. So this is the third equation of body of motion, already which we have learned in our previous lesson. So from this equation, now I would like to write the equation for s. What is that? If we write the expression for the s represents what here? Distance of the object. Then s is equals to, how we can write this one? S is equals to v square minus u square by 2a. So this is the equation 1. Let us take this one as the 1. Okay, now come to the point. Here we apply the force and the object is displaced from one place to another place. That means we have done some work here. What is the work done by us that we are calculating now? Work done on the object. According to the work knowledge, we know very well that W is equal to F into S. Whereas W represents the work of the object, F represents the force of the object, and S represents the distance of the object. So here we have the S value, that is S is equal to what? V square minus U square by 2a. Then F is equal to what we have to write for the F in place of F. Now come to the point. According to the Newton's second law of motion, we know very well that. What is that? According to Newton's second law, we know very well that. What is that? F is equals to ma. F is equals to ma. Already we have derived this equation in the previous lesson. Okay, F is equal to ma. Now come to the point. Here already we have derived the equation S is equal to V square minus U square by 2a, and here we got F is equal to ma. This is the equation 2. Now substitute equation 1 and 2 in W is equal to F into S. F into S. Now substitute the values. Here I am writing here. Then W is equal to F into S. In place of F, what we have to write? MA into. In place of S, what we have to write? V square minus U square by 2A. Already whatever we have got here. Now cancel this A. Acceleration gets cancelled. Now what we can get here? W is equals to M into. Here instead of writing M, I am writing like this. See here. M into V square minus U square by 2. That I am writing as a 1 by 2 into M into V square minus U square. But here in the beginning itself we have given one condition. What is that? The object is at rest position. At that time we are taking the initial velocity as the u. But we know very well that the initial velocity of an object, okay, which is in the rest position, the initial velocity of the object which is in the rest position is always what? 0. Why? Here we have to take u as the 0. Why? Because the initial velocity of the object which is in the rest position is always 0. So now do one thing. W is equal to 1 by 2 into M into V square minus 0. Then what we can get here? W is equal to 1 by 2 into M into V square. But here we got W is equal to half mv square. But our task is that to derive the equation for kinetic energy. Here we have the equation Ke is equal to half mv square. Here we got the equation W is equal to half mv square. Then how can we equalize these values? While we are starting this topic itself, already we have discussed. There is a relation between the work and energy. Where the energy lost, there the work to be done. If we have done the work, there we are losing the energy. That means work done means it is converted into the energy, and energy is lost means it is converted into the work. So how much work is to be lost, that much work is to be done. According to our previous knowledge, as we know very well that work is equals to energy. So here the object is in the motion. That is the reason here we have to take the energy. Which energy here we have to take here? Instead of W, I am taking the energy. Which energy? That is kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. This is the expression for the kinetic energy. Ke is equal to half mv square. Okay, so this is the equation derivation. Now here kinetic energy equation Ke is equal to half mv square. Now we are deriving this one. Here to derive this equation, I am taking an object. Okay, on this object force is applied. Because of the force of the object is moved from one place to another place. Its initial velocity is u and final velocity is v, and it is displaced up to the distance of what? S. Now here, according to our previous lessons knowledge, here we have the third equation of body of motion. As we know very well that v square minus u square is equal to 2as. From this, now I am trying to write the equation for the s. Then s is equal to, we can get v square minus u square by 2a. So here we have applied the force and the object is moving. So displacement is there, force is there. That means here we are doing some work. So try to find the work done value. Then W is equal to F into S. We know very well that work done is equal to W is equal to F into S. But here F value we have to take from the Newton's second law. What is that? F is equals to ma. Now here we have the equation 1. This is equal to v square minus u square by 2a. And here we have this equation 2. F is equal to ma. Now you substitute these first and second equations in the W is equal to work is equal to F into S. Now W is equal to, instead of F we are writing ma, into instead of S we are writing v square minus u square by 2a. A gets cancelled. Then W is equal to, we are getting 1 by 2 into m into v square minus u square. But here u value is 0. Why? Because the object is in the rest position. The object which is in the rest position, its initial velocity can be taken as the 0. Then you can get W is equal to half mv square. Here work done value is equals to energy possessed. Okay. So here instead of work we are taking the kinetic energy KE is equal to half mv square. Okay. So this is about the work equation derivation for KE is equal to half mv square. That is kinetic energy. Okay. Now come to the point. Next let us discuss about the potential energy. Next topic is what? Potential energy. What is that potential energy? Now let us see. Next one. Till now we have completed kinetic energy. Now we are discussing about the potential energy. What is this potential energy? Potential energy is denoted by letter PE. Okay. First of all, let us try to define the potential energy. Okay. What is meant by potential energy? Energy possessed by an object due to its position. Due to its position is called as the potential energy. What does it mean? Here I am writing the definition. What is that? Energy possessed by an object due to its position is called potential energy. It is called as a potential energy. What does it mean? For example, you take an object. For example, you take a coconut. If that coconut, if it is in your hand, okay, now that coconut, it is falling down from your hands from this much of height. From this much of height. Okay, if it falls down and if it falls on your leg, it will be injured little bit. Nothing will happen. That not that much of harm to your leg. But if you are standing under the tree, coconut tree, if the same coconut is falling from the maximum height of the tree, then what happens? If it falls on your head, okay, you will be injured a lot. The same coconut which is falling from the minimum height, it is not possessing that much of energy. But the same coconut which is falling from the maximum height, it is possessing more energy. Here, that energy possessed by the coconut is different because of its height. That is nothing but what? The position of the object. That means when the position of the object changes, energy possessed by the object is also changes. Such type of energy is called as the potential energy. That is the reason here we are defining as the energy possessed by an object due to its position is called as the potential energy. It is denoted by letter PE. Here PE is equal to, we can write the equation as the mgh. mgh. Whereas m represents mass of an object, g represents acceleration due to gravity. It is constant value. Already we have discussed many times, 9.8 meters per second square. And h represents, h is nothing but what? Height of the object. Height of the object. So here, potential energy of an object is depending mainly on the two factors. Why? Because it is constant. G is constant. What are those? One is mass of the object and another one is what? Height of the object. Again, among these all the values, height of the object is most important. Why? Because mass remains constant. When the height changes, mass of the object does not changes. Here, G value also does not change. Why? Because the G value is always constant, 9.8 meters per second square. Only which is changing here, height value is changing. That means potential energy of an object is mainly depending on the height of the object. When the height of the object changes, immediately the potential energy possessed by the object is also changes. Now, for example, here I am taking an object whose mass is m. The object is on the ground. Now the object is on the ground. Now we are lifting this object up to the what? Certain height. This object whose mass is m is lifted up to the what? Certain height. Okay. Here, when it is lifted up to certain height, its mass does not change. Mass will be remains same. But here, what we are doing? We are lifting the object. While we are lifting the object in upward direction, at that time, the gravitational force applied by the earth will be in the downward direction of the object. While we are lifting it up, at that time, the earth applies the force on the object in the downward direction. That means what? Force of the earth will be in the downward direction. Motion of the object is in the upward direction. At that time, we are doing certain amount of the work. What is the work done by us? Work done by us. W is equal to, here also we know very well. What is that? Work done value always W is equal to F into S. Here, now substitute the values. What is the force applied? What is the force applied on the object? And what is the displacement of the object? Here, force applied on the object F is equals to, here we are writing, instead of F we are writing mg. Why? Because already we know F is equal to ma. According to what? Newton's second law of motion. But instead of A, here we are writing F is equal to, instead of A, I am writing G. That means F is equal to, we are writing mg. Why? Because object not moving horizontally. Object is moving in the upward direction, vertically upwards. At that time, gravitational force can be considered here. Instead of normal acceleration, we have to take the what? Acceleration due to gravity. So instead of A, we have to take the what? Small g. So F is equal to, here I am writing mg, and instead of S, the object is moving in the upward direction to the certain height. At that time, we have to write h. So W is equal to mg h. Here we got this work done value. But here already we have discussed work done is equal to energy lost. Here which energy we have to consider? The object is moving up to certain height. In case of the height, we have to take potential energy. Then PE is equal to, here we can written as mgh. This is the equation for potential energy. So in this way, here now we have discussed about the energy, types of energy, kinetic energy, potential energy. Kinetic energy definition and kinetic energy equation derivation. Next to potential energy definition and potential energy equation derivation. So here potential energy and kinetic energy equations